हेलो गाइस, वेलकम टू माय चैनल। तो आज हम पढ़ेंगे क्लास नाइन्थ बी हाइप चैप्टर 3 द लिटिल गर्ल। इससे पहले आप चैनल पर नए हो तो चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कीजिए एंड प्रेस द बेल आइकन। चलिए स्टार्ट करते हैं। टेरिफाइंग टू द लिटिल गर्ल, वेल kezia, hurry up and pull off these boots and take them outside. Have you been a good girl today? I did not know, father. आगे चलते हैं। You did not know. If you shuttle like that, mother will have to take you to the doctor. She never stirred with the other people's had quite given it up, but only with father because then she was trying too hard to say the word properly. What is the matter? What are you looking so vexed about, mother? I wish you taught this child not a appear on the brink of suicide. Here, Kezia, carry my teacup back to the table carefully. He was so big, his hands and his neck, especially his mouth, when he went thinking about him alone was a like thinking about a gland. आगे चलते हैं। On Sunday afternoons, grandmother sent her down to the drawing room to have a nice talk with father and mother, but the little girl always found mother reading and father stretching out on the sofa, his handkerchief on his face, his feet on one of the best cushions, sleeping soundly and snoring. She sat on a stool, gravely watched him until He woke and stretched and asked the time, then looked at her. Don't stare so, Kezia. You look like a little brown owl. One day, when she was kept indoors with a cold, her grandmother told her that father's birthday was next week and suggested she should make him a pincushion for her gift out of a beautiful pieces of a yellow silk. आगे चलते हैं। Laboriously with the double cotton, the little girl stitches three sides, but what do fill it with? That was the question. The grandmother was out in the garden, and she wandered into mother's bedroom to look the scraps on the bed table. She discovered a great many sheets of a fine paper, gathered them up, tore them into teeny pieces, and stuffed her case, then sewed up the fourth side. That night there was a hue and cry in the house. Father's great space for the port authorist had been lost. Rooms were searched, servants questions. Finally, mother came into Kezia's room. Kezia, I suppose you didn't see some papers on a table in our room. Oh, yes, she said. I tore them up for my surprise. What screamed mother? Come straight down to the dining room. This incident. And she was dressed down to where father was passing to and fro, hands behind his back. Well, he said sharply. Mother explained. He stopped and stared at the child. Did you do that? No, 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 was a whispered. Mother go up to her room and puts down the damn thing. See, but that the child is put to bed this incident. Crying too much to explain, she lay in the shadowed room watching the evening light make a sad little pattern on the floor. Then father came into the room with a ruler in his hands. I am going to beat you for this, he said. Oh, no, no, she screamed, hiding under the bedclothes. He pulled them aside. Sit up, he ordered, and hold out your hands. You must be taught once and for all not to touch what does not belong to you, but it was for your birthday. Down came the ruler on her little pink palms. Hours later, when grandmother had wrapped her in a swallow and rocked her into the rocking chair, the child clung to her soft body. What did God make fathers for? She sobbed. Here's the clean hanky, darling. Blow your nose. Go to sleep, pet. You will forget all about it in the morning. I tried to explain to father, but he was too upset to listen tonight. But the child never forget. Next time she saw him, the quickly put both hands behind her back, and the red color flew into her cheeks. The McDonalds lived next door. They had five children. Looking through a gap in the fence, the little girl saw them playing tag in the evening. The father with the baby Mao on his shoulders, two little girls hanging on to his coat pockets, run around and around the flower beds, shaking with the laughter. Once she saw the boys turn the hose on him, and he tried to catch the laughing all the time. Then it was she decided there were different sorts of father. Suddenly one day mother became ill, and she and grandmother went to her hospital. The little girl was left alone in the house with Alice the cook. That was all right in the daytime. But while Alice was putting her to bed and grew suddenly afraid, what will I do if I have a nightmare? She asked. I often have a nightmares, and then Granny takes me into her bed. I can't stay in the dark. It all gets whispery. You just go to sleep, child. And Alice pulling off her socks, and don't you scream and wake your poor pa. But, But the same old nightmare come. The butcher with a knife and a rope who came nearly and near, smiling that a dreadful smile, while she could not move, could only stand still, crying out, Grandma, Grandma. She wake, shivering to see father beside her bed, a candle in his hand. What's the matter? He said. Oh, a butcher, a knife, I want. Granny, he blew out the candle, bent down, and caught up the child in his arms, carrying her along the passage to the big bedroom. A newspaper was on the bed. He put away the papers, then carefully picked up the child. He lay down beside her, half asleep, still with the verses smile all about her. It seemed she crept close to him, snuggled her head under his arms, held tightly to his shirt. Then the dark did not matter. She lay still. Here, rub your feet against my legs and get them warm, said father. Tired out, he slipped before the little girl. A funny feeling came over her. Poor father, not so big after all, and with no one to look after him. He was a hearted and then grandmother, but it was so a nice hardness, and every day he had to work and was too tired to be a Mr. McCondell. She had torn up all his beautiful writing. She stared suddenly and signed. What's the matter? Asked her father. Another dreams. Oh, said the little girl, my head's on your heart. I can hear it going. What a big heart you have got, a father, dear. तो गाइज ये रहे हमारी क्लास 9th Beehive chapter 3rd, The Little Girl. I hope you like it. Please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon. Thank you.